Inflation is at a 40-year high, rates of interest are rising, and gas prices have hit a terrifying $5 a gallon. Investors are being taken on a terrible roller coaster trip by the stock market. Even if you haven't checked recently, you are aware that your retirement account's value is declining. Unsurprisingly, cryptocurrencies are collapsing. And now you're hearing that a recession may already be upon us or is unavoidable. You remember how painful the Great Recession was for so many people. Therefore, being told to cool down, or that this too shall pass, won't help you deal with your concern over your financial situation. That you don't think everything is fine is acceptable. Making decisions based on recessionary worries, though, might put you in a worse financial situation, so you should avoid doing so. Recessions are not permanent. Recessions typically last 11 months. The 2020 pandemic-induced recession, which lasted only 3 months, was the shortest recession ever recorded. Here are 10 suggestions for staying safe, whether or not a recession is on the horizon. Step 1. Don't panic. Recessions are natural. Your first step in protecting your finances from a recession should be to calm down emotionally, because when we are stressed, our brains cannot make wise, long-term judgments. Realizing that recessions are unavoidable and that this too shall pass, in addition to moving up self-care and relaxing routines, might be helpful. The economy has seasons, and recessions are the winters. After every sunny summer, the leaves fall from the trees, and the days grow shorter and darker. Such wisdom may not exactly cheer us up, but there is some minor consolation in knowing that this isn't the end of the world so much as it is the end of a good run. Step 2. Create your emergency fund. Small, but put aside a small portion of each paycheck and deposit it in a high-yield savings account. Multiple studies show that the average American cannot afford a $500 emergency. If you can't afford it now, what will happen to you if things get tough? You could have to go into debt or lose your house. Set aside money for emergencies. The majority of financial professionals advise that you save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. People in their 20s and 30s might find this goal laughable. According to A, it's acceptable to begin small, but put aside a small portion of each paycheck and deposit it in a high-yield savings account. Step 3. Pay down your debt. Your most important job apart from building your emergency fund is to get rid of any debt. Most important, credit card debt. Paying down debt aggressively now, especially higher interest debt like credit cards, can really help reduce pressure in a recession situation. If you don't pay off your debt, there's a good chance that you'll require another loan during a recession, which will put your finances in a horrible scenario. Therefore, if you have any debt, attempt to pay it off. Step 4. Build out 2 budgets, one for today and one for doomsday. Now is the moment to create a budget if you haven't already. Although making a budget might be quite tedious, there are free apps that can help you to build budget. You can now create a budget by typing certain figures into Mint, Tiller, and the majority of banks. You must create 2 budgets, one for today and another for recession. A doomsday budget is a strategy used when there has been a severe decline in income that focuses on identifying important costs and trying to raise enough cash to pay for them. When making a recession budget, you should prepare for the worst-case scenario and list all of the expenses you will need to make in order to live, including rent, food, and transportation. The following items would not be included on this list: Netflix, meals out, and gym memberships. Ideally, you won't have to follow to this doomsday budget, but having one in place is quite beneficial. Step 5. Diversify your investments portfolio. You should have at least 40% of money in cash equivalents like money markets, CDs, or short-term and immediate-term bonds. Another percentage should still be in stocks so that you can continue earning. If you are younger and time is still on your side, consider dollar cost averaging through the recession. You may buy some stocks on the downward turn, but you'll also be buying them on the upswing, which can help you increase your overall investments. You want to stay focused on your long-term goal and not on current economic conditions. Step 6. Make a retirement plan on course. Keep investing in your retirement through a recession. Don't stop contributing to a 401k or IRA because everyone is panicking. If you're nearing retirement, I will recommend meet with a financial planner for at least a one-time meeting to serve as a second set of eyes on your retirement strategy to make sure you're in good shape. If you are retiring soon, you should consult your HR department about your plan. They won't give you financial advice, but they can help you figure out how your money is invested. You might also want to consider moving money into bonds if you are about to retire. Step 7. Make use of money-saving apps. We probably don't need to remind you how difficult recessions are. If you're concerned about your money at these times, you should review your spending patterns. If you're not using money-saving apps and browser extensions already, now is the time to download them. Money-saving apps can make the process of saving money easier over time. Online banking has made it much easier for people to manage their finances on the go. Many of the newer mobile banking apps, along with many traditional institutions, divide your spending habits into multiple categories. Make sure to find one that is best for you. Step 8. Build out your income with a side hustle. Develop several sources of income, such as working part-time in retail or freelancing, or even driving for ride-sharing services. This is especially important when seasonal employees are in high demand. Increasing your income may also assist you in increasing your savings. Picking up a sustainable, flexible side hustle and saving every dollar you earn will help you build an emergency fund very quickly and will also give you the added benefit of extra cash flow if you were to lose your job when the recession strikes. Step 9. Invest in your value as an employee. Recessions do cost jobs, and in the Great Recession, numerous sectors were negatively impacted, even police departments. Make sure your resume is up to date, including on LinkedIn, and that you're going above and beyond to show your value to your employers and prospective hiring managers. You might want to sharpen all of your current work skills, along with picking up a few in other departments at your job, if possible. Companies may be downsizing if a recession hits. Proof that you are valuable in other areas besides your current career might help you. Step 10. If you're drowning in debt, get help. At the end of the day, your financial and mental health is as important as your physical health. If you were sick, you would see a doctor. So if your finances are unwell, you should see a financial professional. There's no shame in asking for help, and having a professional on your side will help ease the stress you're feeling. You don't need to pay a professional for help, as many nonprofits offer free assistance. If recessions have any positive effects, it's that more individuals call credit counseling services. The professional credit counselors working for these NGOs provide you with a free debt analysis. That's it for today. Let me know your thoughts in comments. If you find value in this video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel. We will see you in next video.